then I had a massive hit with gold. I would never forget this. This was I had a $15,000 loss in 1 week. And it took me about 5 or 6 months to understand it's not a get rich scheme, right? It's actually a business. One entry, one trade, one session. I'm in, I'm out, I'm done. Come back tomorrow. For all the traders who are listening right now, just keep it simple.
Maybe you can just introduce yourself. Tell us a bit about yourself, where you're from, and how long you've been trading, and things like that.
Sure. So I'm Marlon DiCaprio from Brisbane, Australia. Been trading for approximately 4 years. Started with penny stock. Did that back for about 2 or 3 months. Started in 2019, November 2019, right? But the issue with trading stocks was at that particular time, moving money out of Australia is not like today, where you've got different transfers and stuff like that. It was quite difficult. So taking money to the bank and transferring it to, I used to trade with Trade Zero Day in the Bahamas. So it was a little bit tricky to get money out. But then I stumbled up on Forex, and then I started testing Forex out and start dabbling it, and thought, you know, okay, this is an easy way. It was easy. You can just use a credit card, or you can use a debit card, or whichever card you've got, bank card, and just deposit money into a broker. So it was easier than Trade Zero. So I was making money off penny stock. I was doing very, very well, believe it or not, for my first 2 months being in it. So I withdrew my money and then start trading Forex. And a few months down the track, you thought you're going to become rich because this seems easy. What happened? You lose it all. So yeah, so that's the common pitfall for everyone. So
yeah,
it took me a while. It took me about 2 years to become consistent. I started with plus 500. I'm not quite sure if you know them.
Yeah. Well-known broker.
Yeah. So I started with plus 500. They were one of the first brokers, I believe, in Australia. And started with them, did well with them for a little bit, but then I moved over to Pepperstone, and I was with Pepperstone for a while, and then I had a massive hit with gold. I would never forget this. This was I had a $15,000 loss in 1 week, and then I was like, nah, I'm not doing this well. I think I need to take a rain check and start from scratch.
Reassess. $15,000 loss tends to do that. Yeah.
In 1 week on gold, I would never forget that. 5 lot, I would never forget that.
Well, if there was one pair to wipe you out, it's going to be gold, isn't it? So
yeah, for sure.
All right.
And
what brought you to Funded Next?
So Funded Next, to be honest with you, so before I came to Funded Next, as I mentioned before, I actually started out with live capital trading because I didn't understand using a paper account or a demo account to start, because there's no emotion. So I actually started out with a live account of $400 with plus 500. That's how I started. And then when I blew that $15,000 account, I then went back to demo. But in the period of doing that, I was doing live account as well, whether it was $1,000, 500, 400, or whatever it may have been at the time, right? Before I came to Funded Next, obviously I've been through a couple of it as well. And the thing that brought me to prop firms is the discipline, because with trading is a business. And if you start understanding, it took me about 5 or 6 months to understand it's not a get rich scheme, right? It's actually a business. And once I've understood that, I said to myself, okay, I need to have a plan going into the future. If this is going to be a long-term game, I have to have my I's and my T's dotted and crossed, right? So I said to myself, okay, at the time that happened, 2019, 2020, COVID happened. So it was a perfect time. So no one was going out, everyone was locked down. So it's a perfect time to get my game plan happening. So which worked out perfectly for me, right?
Yeah.
So moving forward, I'll get back to the question of Funded Next. So then I went to Derive. Derive was a synthetic broker. They trade in synthetic indices, right? Such as right. So I went with them for a while. I did very well. I was with them for like 18 months. So I was making about $600-700 a week, which was quite good, right?
Nice.
So, but with VIX it's very cheap to purchase the asset over there is a few cents, right? But it's quite volatile, but you have to know what you're doing. Anyway, cut long story short, moving forward, been through a few prop firms, as I mentioned, did well, but not to discredit anyone, they were incredible, right? So anyway, moving fast forward to today, Funded Next is for the people. I believe they give everyone the opportunity to win. That's my opinion. They've got different options for everyone to win. So what if you've got a prop firm who have got these things in place and not just taken away from the actual customers or their clients, but by giving them options, I think is a win-win for everyone. Funded Next is making money and the clients are making money. So that's what brought me towards Funded Next. And yeah, I've never had any issues with them. They've been great. We've been doing business for a little while now, and I've seen the long-term game with them as well moving forward. So yeah, that's definitely what brought me to them. Is discipline is the key to success in this business. It's not about, you know, going for the big wins today and small losses, big losses tomorrow, and then you're out the game, you know. So,
No.
Yeah, so that's what brought me to
consistency. Yeah. So you're funded with Funded Next. You've received payouts.
Yeah, I've received a few pairs. I'm currently in evaluation right now as we speak. I think I was up about 2% today, but the market's pulling back because the news is coming out. And I don't trade the news at all. I always get out probably about half an hour before. So, but I'm currently in the trade right now, but I should be out of it just half an hour, 40 minutes before the news. Yeah. Never trade the news.
About an hour, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. So what are you in? What are you looking to get out of?
I'm in gold at the minute, so going long.
Okay.
So gold been pushing up so it's looking very good. Just wait.
Everything's pushing up this morning. I don't know why, but it seems to be. So
it's looking good. Right. So hopefully we get that push to the 2,700 mark, and we'll be good.
Okay. So what's your strategy then? What are you're basically a gold trader?
Yeah, gold. I trade basically three assets. So I look at NASDAQ and Dow Jones and gold. So I trade NASDAQ and Dow Jones on my personal account, and on the funded account, I only do gold. The reason why I do gold is that I can get some entries predominantly throughout the London session, because as you know, the time with Australia, it goes in line with London, so it's perfect. So I can definitely see trades at that time, which is good for me. Yeah.
Okay, but you don't trade NASDAQ?
Yeah, I do on my personal account. No, not on the funded account. No.
Why is that? Any reason?
I take a little bit more for bigger risk on US 30 and NAS 100 compared to the funded account. So with the funded, I'm only risking 1 to 2%, whilst on NASDAQ and Dow Jones, I'm risking about, say, anywhere between 2.5 to 5% for much larger.
Oh, okay. Obviously that wouldn't. Yeah. No, that wouldn't suit a proper account. No, not with those.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay. So, what's your strategy? What sort of style of trader are you? Are you an ICT trader or what?
No, I'm just basically supply and demand, just quite basic. In the past, Simon, I was very complicated. I had all these indicators, all these things starting out as a trader, and I confused myself. So now basically it's just a clean chart. There's nothing on it. I only use the 50 EMA, and just pretty much I only trade the session. The last 2 days, that's basically my marker, and that's it. I don't overcomplicate it. I know exactly where I'm getting in, and I know exactly where I'm getting out. You know, so that's it. I don't overcomplicate it. In the past, I used to have all these lines, all these trend lines, all these things going on, and it just never worked. By the time my bias was buy, for example, and the market pullback, I go for a sell. So I know exactly where I'm getting in, and I'm a dollar value. I don't go by pip counts. I go by dollar count. So for example, I know today I'm risking 2,000 to make 10. That's it. Once you hit my $2,000 mark, I'm out, and I'm only taking one trade for the day. That's it. One entry, one trade, one session. I'm in, I'm out, I'm done. Come back tomorrow. Very strict. In the past, I wasn't. So yeah, and to be honest with you, the only reason why I'm like this today is because of the prop firm, because I'm using their data in relation to being strict, and that's how I actually discipline myself to trade. You know?
That's one of the benefits of trading with prop. You have to abide by their rules, so you can't just be a cowboy and just go in and out whenever you please. It's got to be quite disciplined. Yes, indeed. So
exactly
that's one of the main benefits. Well, there's two benefits. Obviously, you get funded, but also you get to adhere by their discipline. So okay, can you share a screen? Maybe show us a setup?
Why not? Let's have a quick look.
Current setup or a previous setup.
All right, so basically we're on the 1 hour, right? But basically how I trade is I'm do top-down analysis, right? So I go from the daily, and if you can see the EMA, right? So the EMA basically tell me what direction for the day, for the week, for the month, right? Whichever way you're looking at. All right, so you can see currently we're bullish, right? So once I know we're bullish for the day, I just go back down to my 1 hour, see what's going on. Basically, I just go from the previous day high and the previous day low, and I just mark those off with a rectangular box, right? I'm looking for entries on the current day, right? Either to break above that last high and retest, no entry. That's how I trade. If it doesn't break and retest, I'm not taking the buy, I'm not taking the sell, right?
Okay.
So basically when it breaks and retests, I'm looking for that retest candle, and then I'm looking for a candle pushing up to the upside or to the downside, and the previous candle before, that's going to be my stop loss. Right?
Great.
So I'm looking for I'm looking for a 2-to-1 ratio always. As I said, I only go for dollar count. So if I'm risking $1,500 or $2,000 for the day, I know that I'm looking to make, say, probably about, say, 10K, right? Depending if it's a challenge or it's a funded account, depending, right? So as I said before, I'm only going by session. One entry, one session, one trade, right? That's it for the day. So I'm waiting for New York open at 9:30, or for example, if I'm trading NASDAQ or US 30. For London, I'm waiting for the London opening. Once that structure has been broken and retest, I'm in on the 5-minute chart. Simple as that.
Great. Okay. Like it. All right. So 1 hour for analysis, daily for analysis, and then 5-minute for entry.
That's it. I'm looking for a retest on the break of structure on the 5-minute, and then that 5-minute candle, whether it's pushing down to the upside, pushing down to the downside, or pushing to the upside and close, then that previous candle is going to be my stop loss. Not overcomplicating it. That's it.
Yeah, nice. And how long does the average trade sort of take to play out?
Within the hour, I'm out.
Oh, really? Okay, within the hour. Okay. And you'd go to say, did you say go 2-to-1, something like that?
2-to-1 is pretty much I'm in and out. Yes, correct. As soon as it hit that TP, challenge account, I let it run until it hit, right? Or if I'm trading NASDAQ or US 30, right, I take my 80% at the 2-to-1 and then move it to break even and let it run into the following day. And that's it. So I always take 80% of my profit on my actual live account, or with if I'm going for a challenge, I let it run until it hit the 10K mark, and that's it.
Okay, nice. Like it. Okay, all right. Thanks for sharing that. That's going to be useful for a lot of people.
Okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so this is the account that we're currently look to pass tonight. Okay, so currently, as you can see, I'm not quite sure we're showing negative 11.5%. But anyway, if you look at the very bottom, you can see where it says $6,457.20 currently running. If we were to go over to, where is it, trading overview? Can you see that?
Yeah, I see. Okay, so you're currently in a trade. Okay.
Yes, so currently running, right? So net profit currently is $525.10. Can you see that as well? All right. If you go to like a funded stat, you can see I've had a few payouts here. All right. So you can see we have a few payouts. Can you see that as well?
No. Did you switch tabs or something?
Yeah, one sec.
Yeah, you got to stay on the same tab, otherwise it doesn't share it. Yeah.
There you go. Can you see that?
Yeah, nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4 disbursements. Great. All within less than 10 hours. Nice. Okay, cool.
Yes. All right. So you can see a few of those. Sorry about the screen. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so currently we're in this trade running. So as I said before, hopefully we can make the break tonight and hit that 10K mark and get funded on another 100 and we're good to go.
Nice. Okay. So you basically look to pass the challenge in one trade, do you?
In one trade, yeah, one trade. Because I know what I'm looking for. I'm not taking every trade. So tonight I'm looking to get that push. So I don't take every trade, Simon. I look for the best ones. You know, it's like picking apples, you know, from the markets. You want to make sure.
I agree. Unless it's low hanging fruit, why bother? Yeah,
that's right.
Money for no reason. There's always going to be a decent trade. You just need to sit on your hands.
Exactly right. And in the past, I didn't have that, where you sit on your hands.
No, I think it just takes experience. You know, it takes losing money. It takes blowing accounts to realize, doesn't it, that that's the way they have to be to make money in this game. So we all have to lose money. We all have to go through that pain, unfortunately. Eventually.
It's part of the tuition, right?
It is. It's the tuition fee. That's it. You just have to write it off as a cost. You'll win it back. You'll win it back eventually. So it doesn't really matter.
Exactly right. Exactly. It's the process. It's the process.
As long as it doesn't kill you and completely take you out of the market, you'll be fine.
What doesn't kill you make you stronger, right?
Exactly. I don't think couldn't be any truer in trading. Okay.
That's true. That's facts.
All right. You can stop sharing, Marlon. That's it. We've seen enough. That's okay. So pretty good there. Some strategies, some tips. Anything else you'd like to share with traders out there who are struggling maybe to get funded or struggling with anything?
Yeah, sure. For all the traders who are listening right now, just keep it simple. Keep it. If you have a mentor, stop skipping, stop jumping ship. Just stick with one person. If they know what they're doing, just let them take you through. Passing the challenge is not that complicated. You just need to be super disciplined. You need to know when you're getting in and when you're getting out. And another thing as well, do not trade the news. Stay away from the news. If the news is coming up today, stay out. If you're not experienced enough, stay out of the way. If the news is getting read today, you don't trade until tomorrow or the day after, right? You know what I mean? So if you can avoid trading the news, you would go a long way. And that's a lot of things. And that's NFPs and all that. I don't do them. I don't trade news at all, right? So
I don't think anybody should.
Yeah. If you can avoid trading news, perfect. Also, indicators, they lag. Don't trust them. They don't work.
No. Right? Remove them all. Yeah.
Remove them all from your screen. Just go with the basic supply and demand. And one entry, one session, one pair. That's it. And you'll forever be in profit. Yeah.
No, I agree. Keep it simple. Yeah.
That's it. And as my old saying goes, persistent beat resistance. So just keep going and stay motivated. And sky's the limit. No. All right.
That's a good interview. Thanks, Marlon. Thanks for your time. Good luck with the trades.
See you again for sure.
See you again. All right, mate. See you.
Take care. Bye-bye.